Boom! Mic drop. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
Right? People are afraid of hurting feelings, so they never tell you the truth. But I want to know the truth.
In our workshop, we actually give out our network to the job seekers to look for introductions so we can open doors for them. What kind of videos would you be making?
Helping people.
Oftentimes do not want to hire anybody that might outshine them. And they end up
She got all it. You need to have a good resume, but it doesn't need to be the perfect resume. So what's it about?
Ooh, yeah, no. That's what it's about.
Like 2 pieces of paper? Really? That's all you're worth? No way. You're way more valuable than the words on your resume.
There's all those fears that we have about what people are going to think about us.
I'm a nut weaver, I'm not a coach. And people tend to want us sometimes to do it for them, and it doesn't work like that.
Let's use this as an opportunity, guys, to reinvent ourselves, to get happy. We only got one life to live, and we can't live that life in fear.
Here to say a big thank you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
I was invited to participate in the Career Transition Summit. Within a couple of hours, learned a ton of tricks.
And now I have an offer letter
that give really great tips for job seekers.
But what you can do is be the CEO of you.
And I think that's something that people don't realize is that you guys are all seeds and y'all need a different environment
100%.
to be successful.
Featured section on your LinkedIn profile needs to be a lead magnet. A big mission that I'm on, again, is to lift up my audience.
But really the worst part about homelessness is you become invisible, man. Nobody will make eye contact with you.
The fear of using video is huge for most people, but when you overcome it, now all of a sudden you go, oh, shoot, I can do just about anything. You want to connect with our radio program, you want to go to LinkedIn, connect with it. From there, you're going to find a bunch of resources. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who y'all know?
Who y'all know?
Mark likes to say that.
Who you know?
Y'all.
Who y'all know can make all the difference in your job search. We're super excited to be with you today. We've got a very special guest who's online. We'll get to him in just a second. But we've got the IrishmanSpeaks, Conor Cunneen. I asked him beforehand, but you know I can't spell or read or any of that stuff.
I think that's close. We'll check it with him.
We'll check with him in just a second to make sure I didn't mess that up. I'm pretty sure I did. But guys, I'm excited about talking with him because he's actually won a gold medal.
Oh wow!
From the president for his volunteer service for helping job seekers.
Which is better than the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, there's gold medal. That's like the top.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's. Well, I want to ask him too, but I think that's the equivalent to like the Medal of Honor or whatever from in the military.
It's a pretty big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a pretty big deal. So we're excited to have him. But let's go to the audience. We got an amazing audience with us today.
Yeah,
Who do we got?
Who we got?
Luis, what's going on, Luis? How are you doing? Meg Rose, hey, I saw your video yesterday.
Meg Rose is hyping.
That was amazing, Meg. Just so you know, I appreciate you, love you. That was very uplifting, and I'm sure you helped a lot of people with that. Who else we got? Patricia, good to see you.
Yeah, Patty Bashy's.
Bashy's with us.
Lance Beatty. Patty, we actually were going to have somebody from Phoenix talk with us today. We're going to have to reschedule that, but stay tuned for that. Lance Beatty,
technical issues.
Steve Madsen, Philip Austin, Welcome, everyone. Oh,
Joe
Shannon,
Ryan.
too.
Louis Marie.
Shannon Nybert. So
Yeah, Shannon, what's
Shannon's
going on?
always
Not
great to
Nibert,
see
but
Shannon.
Nybert. Shannon, we did you right today. Okay, give me some ups
And
for that.
welcome back, Meg Groves. Did you say that? Welcome back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, hey, real quick, as
Hey,
you're
Cheryl
checking in
McKeever.
with us, tell us a couple things. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Make sure you rep your city, right? You see that in the intro video.
We want to know where you guys are.
Yeah, rep your city. Also tell us what you're searching for. So hashtag, IT or project management, HR, whatever it is that you do, put that in the comments section. If you are, maybe a career coach or a recruiter or maybe a company and you got things going on
from Atlanta.
to support the network, make sure you put hashtag now hiring so that triggers the job seekers to know who to connect with in the comments. Make sure you go ahead and do that as well. So Shannon, I see you there. Make sure you put that hashtag. Mark, let's go to the prayer. We always like to bless the show and bless the audience.
Get us started, man.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot going on, not only in probably your lives, but around the region, around the country. And so I know that sometimes we feel like we're alone. So that's going to be kind of the theme of the prayer today. So let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the blessings of today. And all the blessings of yesterday and to come. I just pray that you would watch over us as we go about our searches, as we're in the search. Oftentimes we feel like it can be futile, that there's obstacle after obstacle, and just an insurmountable task in getting landed. And we know that's not the case. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. I just pray that you would help encourage everyone as they go about their search. They don't have to do it alone. Hopefully this show reinforces and reaffirms that there is a lot of help out there. There are a lot of people that are willing to pitch in to help them network, help them make connections, provide advice, give them insight, and be support. And that's one thing that I also want to pray that you would just help us look for ways that we can support each other, lift each other up during this time of the pandemic and of all the other things that are going on, political, whatever that may be. Give us what we need, maybe not what we want, but what we need. In your name we pray. Amen.
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 Amen. Well, we got a lot to be thankful for. We got a ton of landings. Last week we had
we got more landings this week than we get. Oh my God.
I know.
They just kept on
they're
rolling
pouring in, guys.
Man.
We have a bunch of landings. So here's what we're gonna do. I need to see those hands on LinkedIn, okay? And if you're on your phone and you can put the donut emoji in the comments, I need you to put the donut emoji because that's what we do. We talk about sending those donuts and telling our story when we land. That's just what we do in this network. So here we go. Hands on LinkedIn. We got a whole bunch of them. Charles Mitchell.
Charles Mitchell.
Whoa.
It's been a couple of months, huh, Charles? Couple of 12 months.
Let's see if I don't mess this up. We got Nicholas Pinsicati. Did I
spell it?
Spell Pinsicati. Pincioti.
Yeah.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, it's great.
Pinsicati?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, then I'm not
and
wrong.
my mom was an English teacher, guys, and I didn't even know. Oh my
God. I don't.
Hey, will y'all tag Nicholas for me in the comments and ask him if I said Pinsicati?
I think it's probably
he's already
Pinciati or Pinciati.
Okay. All right. Okay. Round of applause and congratulations, Nicholas. All right.
Kind of like Montanari.
Yeah, Montanari. We also got Jim Ramsbottom.
Yeah,
Jim Ramsbottom.
I got a good one.
Who you got?
Who you got?
Leon Nesbitt.
Yeah.
Leon. Leon's at Mytel. That's right.
Yeah, Mytel. That's right.
And you know what, Ms. Island, I almost forgot to throw you in there because you came in at the last minute. So, hey, because you're going to be working with Andy at Maximize Your Job Search.
There you go.
Oh,
congratulations.
We love you.
That is right.
We also got, hold on, let me see if I get this one right. Supreet
Kaur.
Kaur.
Or Kaur.
Kaur?
Spell it.
Kaur.
Yeah.
Kaur. All right. Hey, we love you. Okay, just because
Yeah,
I can't read or pronounce names. That's okay. We
People
love
can't
you
pronounce
anyway.
my first name.
I
It's
still love
Foster,
you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got renamed when I got adopted because I know like you would butcher.
You had something.
would
What's
butcher
your
my
last
Korean
name?
Yim.
Yim?
Kyungpil Lim. It's Lim. It looks like Lim.
Oh.
So, but
I'd call
Korean
you
they
Lim.
say it Yim.
I'd call
Because
you
the L's,
But
Koreans
you're
with
big
L's.
toe.
Kyungping Lim.
Rim. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kyungping Lim.
Yeah.
But-
See, I wouldn't get that
Yeah,
right.
if you saw it, you probably.
Oh, wow.
So Mark Elder works much better.
Yeah, Mark Elder, Mike Elder, exactly.
We also have round of applause for Alex Levine.
Alex,
Alex,
I saw that one
cool.
too.
See, I can read that
Alex,
one.
that was a
Yeah,
good one.
that's-
Yeah.
That's a good.
That was good.
That's a good American name. Just Alex Levine. Like I know how to read it. Then we also got Michael Abigail.
That's right.
I did it.
That's right.
I
So-
did it, Michael. Hey!
2 claps.
So Michael sent a special email out on LinkedIn, and he spelled it out for Trevor so he could get it right.
Oh yeah, we were going back and forth bantering in the email just to make sure I said that right. So Michael, hopefully I did that right.
Man, I am glad LinkedIn's doing that. Like,
Oh, the
name,
pronounce your
The
name?
pronounce your name
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
totally
yeah.
need that.
Oh, I do need that.
Yeah, I think we
have
all
to
do.
that.
We all probably do.
I have to do
Even
that.
Foster Williams, my God.
So shout out to all those folks. Congratulations, right? Congratulations to all the landings. Guys, when you land, please send us an email. Let us know your story. We want to hear about it. We want to give you a shout out on the show. I want to also give another shout out to a special guest that we were supposed to have on today, but just some technical difficulties. It
Yeah.
just didn't work out. So that was Shannon Sharon, and I'm probably going to mess up her last name.
Yeah, she's got a good last name.
Bondurant.
Bondurant, yeah.
Bondurant?
Bondurant.
Bondurant. Yeah.
And she's on Phoenix. Patty Bashy, that's the one
Patty Bashy, that's your homegirl.
Yeah, she's the CEO of Tech Finder. So big shout out to you. We're gonna get her back rescheduled.
Yeah,
on,
we'll
guys.
get her on.
You need to hear
Yeah.
her story and how she got started, and she's got some special things for the audience that you're
Especially
gonna
you
love.
guys in high tech, yeah.
So we're excited about that.
You got the tip? You got the tip?
No, I got the tip.
Go for it. Tip of the week.
Oh, it's tip time. Okay, guys, here's about. Now this big old network we have is all about relationships, right? So Susan, I see you doing that little thing on there. So here's the deal, guys. Why can't we, if we're going to connect with somebody on LinkedIn, can't we send a little note saying this is who I am and this is why I want to connect with you, rather than just hitting that button? Because Foster, I make some of you guys mad because if I don't have a relationship, hey.
Yeah, you're like block. Don't get blocked out here.
And I mean, I'll connect, of course, but after you connect with me, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna talk about something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you're like the job father, so
my God.
they're out like sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah,
right?
I am.
You also
that.
have to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be careful too, because LinkedIn will block you. Okay, if
That's true.
if you have too many unanswered requests, LinkedIn's
Yeah,
gonna
they
start
will.
sending you notices.
Y'all, I've been kicked off of LinkedIn twice.
No way,
not for
for
that
real?
one. Not for that offense. But
what'd you do?
Well, let me think about it. I put my phone number in the wrong place in the early days. I was gone.
That's
and
messed
then
up.
I know they've got some craziness. And then there was a lady that reported me because she didn't know me. I asked to connect with her.
They're probably gonna cut us off right now. They're
They
like
better
ready.
get us-
They're like
After this show,
ready
we're
to press the
done.
button. Boop.
We're probably always on probation.
So yeah, make sure, like Foster was saying, is when you're making that connection request, make it personalized. And if you send out too many, just connect, you could get booted off. You
You
gotta be
could,
careful.
yeah.
Gotta be careful. You go to what we call LinkedIn jail.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let people know. I mean, it's fair, guys. Let people know. That's their connection. And we're people. We want to connect some sort of way, especially when we're getting a job, right? We want to connect some sort of way. Some way, somehow.
All right, so we also got some events going on. Of course, you can always come out to the Who You Know Career Transition Summit. That's every Monday, 1 to 3. You can get some event details on whoyouknow.show. That's our website. And at the event section, it's got all the details, guys. That's where we're going to teach you some best practices to get noticed, right? Right now, you're in the black hole. Well, we want to help you get seen. So that summit is where we're going to teach you some strategy on how to do that. We also have the Job Resource Management series, which is a 12-part series, and I'm excited about our next one on the 18th. and where I'm going to teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So make sure you come out and register for that event.
Yeah, be sure you come to those. Those are really good because it's deep dive, but it's quick.
Yeah.
It's like half an hour and
30
you're in and out. Yep. And I know a lot of people always come to me asking about you, like, because you're obviously the expert. I mean, you've got all of the material put together and everything. And they're like, man, I have the questions on this or I have questions on that. And I know in the summit, it's really kind of a higher level overview. But that is...
Yeah, it's a deeper dive,
in-depth.
guys. I'm going to take you through the whole strategy on how to create a LinkedIn funnel to drive traffic to your profile so that you can convert it into opportunities, so that you're seen and you're visible. And this next one, it's not I'm not going to say it's my overall favorite one in the series, but it's definitely necessary. It's about the settings, guys. I'm going to go through settings and recommendations, and there's a bunch of information in there. There's some secrets that if you didn't know it, your profile's not really being seen. So I'm going to help you turn it on. Let's put it that way.
Turn it on.
Let's turn the lights on your profile, okay? Make sure you register for that one. It's on the 18th. Guys, let's go to a quick commercial break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back, and when we do, we're going to hear from Conor Cunneen.
You want to transition out of your career and do something tech-related. CodeUp is the place for you. When I came to CodeUp, I was actually working at a chain hair salon. It was just starting not to be for me anymore. My goals were to never work a weekend ever again, to have full health care and benefits, and to just have more time with my son. And now I've met all of those goals. I don't have any regrets. I just regret not coming sooner when I saw those billboards and I was driving down the highway.
How are you spending extra time at home? Perfecting kitchen skills? Learning a new language? What about your education? At Waldorf University, we're offering 25% off your first online course. It's your time. It's your future. Start today.
Here to say a big thank you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. Mark, Trevor, and Foster are doing such great work, and job seekers everywhere are getting great benefit from it.
I was invited to participate in the Career Transition Summit, and it is put on by the Who You Know Network. Within a couple of hours, learned a ton of tricks.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to the Who You Know show. Those guys are fantastic. Trevor, Mark, Foster, they're all amazing guys, and they have an amazing organization that helps unemployed people like me find a job.
I was really discouraged, I was really depressed, but then I discovered the Who You Know show community, and this has given me so much encouragement, so much hope.
I attended the Career Transition Summit and got a few new tips that really helped and energized me. And now I have an offer letter.
They have really great guests that come on the show that give really great tips for job seekers, and honestly, a lot of those tips should apply to people who are working.
Who You Know team introduced me to the Bomb Bomb video, which is what I'm recording right now. It's a really great tool that will help you get noticed by recruiters and hiring managers.
Just really encouragement to others for what the Who You Know show and Trevor and Mark and Foster, what they've done for me.
All right, welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. We're super excited. We got a very special guest with us today, Conor Cunneen. He is AKA the IrishmanSpeaks. And let me tell you a little bit about Conor. So excited to have him here with us. He received the President's Gold Medal Award for volunteer service.
Oh, wow.
For the work he does with those in job search. He's hosted Job Talk Radio in Chicago, and is also the author of, I'm going to mess this up, Sheaf Gab. Did I say that right, Sheaf Gab?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I got it right. Hey, guys, congrats to me. Sheaf Gab.
You get a gold star.
Staying sane, motivated, and productive in the job search. So everybody, let's give a big round of applause and a major welcome for Conor Cunneen.
Right.
All right. Man.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, first thing I know we're all just dying to hear about is this gold medal award.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that. What's that all about?
Right. That's actually an award I got a number of years back, actually from President Obama. It was the President's Gold Medal Award for volunteer service for the work I did with people in job search. And the basic idea behind it is that I spent so many hours and days working with people on a pro bono basis, helping them to stay sane, motivated, and productive during what is a really challenging time. And I was nominated for the gold medal, and I got a piece of paper.
That's awesome.
All right.
So,
Yeah, that's great.
So did you have to, like, how does that work? Do you have to, like, log your hours or something? Or, like, how does that even work? I've never heard of that. It's awesome, though.
Someone has to log my hours. I'm actually involved here. I'm just living west of Chicago, Trevor, and I'm involved with an organization called the Career Networking Center. And I've actually been involved with them and on the board maybe for the last 15 years or so. And what we do is we basically provide the same kind of services that you're trying to provide. It's a small non-profit. We've been helping on average about 1,000 people a year over the last God knows how many years, and quite a lot more right now, obviously.
Yeah.
And someone with the CNC said we should give this guy a piece of paper and call it a gold medal. So I got a piece of paper with no gold.
But no gold.
Conor, last night I joined the people at The Path, Fred Johnson's The Path group. I met him with Paul Cameron. And I am wanting to infiltrate you guys' network up there in Chicago. So you and I will talk a little bit, as long as you don't mind. And I would like you guide me to where I should go when it comes to Chicago.
Well, I'm not sure if we can allow the Texan to infiltrate into Chicago.
Because last night I did this on the Zoom call.
All right. Well, actually, that's another excellent organization that I've spoken to quite a lot. And Fred Johnson and the Path group here, they're actually only half a mile down the road from me.
Really?
And they do a fantastic job.
I was with them last night. See, I was close to it.
Yeah. So
talk to us about your the radio show that you did, or are you still doing that Job Talk Radio, or talk to us about that?
No, we're not doing it anymore, Trevor. It was basically we weren't doing a lot in terms of sponsorship. We were just doing it to help people in job search, and the radio operators started to have this capitalist notion that they should get paid, or we should pay them for the time. And we thought that was a bit over the top. We weren't getting a lot of sponsorship, but getting a lot of our core listeners. So we might have had 300, 400, 500 job seekers listening each week, kind of thing. That doesn't really allow a lot of opportunity for sponsorship. So when they started pushing the price up, we said, sorry, gang.
Gotta go. Yeah, I hear you. Well, I'll tell you what, now it's, depending on how you're doing it, right? There's a lot of people doing like podcasts and different shows.
Oh, it's awesome.
You don't have to have a lot of money to do, a podcast or a show or anything. There's a lot of people doing their own, right? I mean, matter of fact, Joe Rogan, right? He's like the #1 podcast ever. And I think he got paid like some odd $50 million or something.
He got a big check.
Big check for his podcast. And since that, and well, this year they're talking about millions of new podcasts getting started, because he kind of like set the bar high for that. Mm-hmm. But it's something that people are just doing out of their house.
I didn't know that's how he got started. That's cool.
Oh yeah, he started out of his house. And built they built an audience. And if you go through his story, like he built an audience, and then he went to the studio. And like as they were kind of growing, then so did the production quality,
and
right?
He's been invited into a number of things, that game show, what was it, Fear Factor?
Oh, Fear Factor. Oh, he
and then the UFC, he's one of the official guys for the UFC.
Yeah, he's got the pull.
Yeah, he's got the pull.
We got to get Joe Rogan on this show.
Let's get Joe Rogan.
but he's not here today.
Conor, one thing I'm interested to hear about, because we know, right, the DFW area, what the job landscape looks like, what the job market holds at this point. So how about Chicago? Can you talk to us a little bit about that area? And do you work outside of that region?
Well, I mean, Chicago is probably hit just exactly the same way as every other major city right now. I mean, prior to COVID, things were pretty good here. We had an unemployment rate, and I'll talk about that word unemployment, which is a word that I hate. in a few minutes' time, but we had an unemployment rate of about 3.5–4% only. Now it's gone up to God knows what, and Chicago relies so much on tourism and hospitality, and that has just been wiped out. So there's a lot of people really going through pain right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. I can feel it, right? So, I mean, and the job seekers that are tuning in right now, we feel you. I mean, really, I'm not going to name any names, but I, reached out to a guy today that you could just feel it in his words. We were having a conversation, and so I was like, look, I got to reach out because people are hurting. People are really hurting, and, and there's fear and there's anxiety, and it can feel like quicksand, and you can feel like you're sinking, and the harder you try, the quicker you sink, and you feel like you're not going anywhere, and you're not accomplishing anything. And these days are going so fast.
The days are
if you notice that,
by, they are.
Right? But what I want you to know, guys, is hold on. I just want to read them off again. Okay, I want to read these off again. Charles Mitchell, congratulations. Nicholas Benicati, congratulations. Jim Ramsbottom, Sarit Kumar, Michael Abigail, Leon Nesbitt, Alex Levine. There's a lot of landings. There's still hope, guys. So don't feel hopeless. Don't be discouraged. We got to get your mindset in the right position, because if we're feeling down, and it's okay to feel down every once in a while, but if you carry that into your interviews, it's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, it will show in that.
It'll
interview
show up.
On it, yeah.
So talk to me about that. How are you lifting up, your audience of job seekers, to get out of that funk, that they can be in sometimes?
Right, and that funk is completely understandable, Trevor. There's no doubt about that. But what I try and do a lot of the time is I try to provide solid ideas to help people to stay motivated and productive. And what I always ask people to do is to reframe certain things. So what do I mean by that? So for instance, if you're back in the business world and something goes badly wrong, you can call it a disaster, or you can call it a challenge.
Yeah.
If you're in job search right now, it is bad. It's a tough moment. But I think if you actually start reframing it as a challenge, that's the first mental trick that I try to put to people, because this is a mind game.
Oh, yeah.
And you mentioned it earlier. If you walk into an interview and you're looking down, beaten up, which is natural, but I give some tips as to how you can actually get over that before the interview as well. But if you can see it as a challenge, this whole thing, I think it changes the way you look at this. The other point about that, and I said this, I hate the word unemployed. I actually refer to it as a profanity for job seekers, okay? Yeah. Because my basic view is that you're not unemployed. You're doing the hardest job you've ever done in your life, probably.
Yes.
So don't tell me that you're unemployed. If you reframe this as I'm in job search, for instance. So instead of saying I'm unemployed, you say I'm in job search. It changes your mindset again. You're not a victim. You're actually an active participant in trying to define your future.
Love that.
I like the word transition, because it means that that's me personally, because you're doing something. You're moving from one place to another.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
Career transition is kind of the term that we use around here. Not unemployed. I like that. And it's all about the mindset, like you said, and to be able to elevate that mindset. So I want you to think about this. This is for the audience, okay? I want you to imagine that tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow you have an interview, okay? And it's the only one that you've had in the last
for a while,
2 months, okay? You got that interview. Your livelihood's riding on it. But tonight, you turn on the TV, and you just found out that you won the lottery, okay? You got the winning lotto numbers, okay? What does that do to your mindset?
Ooh, that's a good scenario.
And you haven't got the money yet, mind you, right? You haven't cashed it in yet. The money is not in your bank account.
You got the ticket.
You got the ticket, okay? But what I'm saying is your mind, like, did you feel, I felt my heart elevate a little bit when I said it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I won the lottery.
Was it Powerball?
Okay, felt good. Right? And all of a sudden your mindset shifts a little bit, and this is what we call millionaire mindset, right? And you have to think about what questions you would ask the employer. If you had $1 million in the bank, what questions would you ask them? Would you be a little bit more selective? Would you care if they said no? Right? Would you be more, again, how would it change the dynamic of the actual interview itself if you had $1 million in the bank and you were doing it because you wanted to, not because you had to? Right? So it's about a mindset shift.
It's a mindset.
It's just a shift in mindset, and I think it's pretty important, you know?
Maybe another way to frame that too would be, think about, because a lot of you have had more than one job, and in some cases, you've left one job for another, right?
Yeah.
You were employed and somebody else made you an offer,
Yep.
right? Or you were in that position where you didn't have to leave, and now maybe you got laid off, right? Maybe this transition, this time, isn't of your doing or choosing. But think about how you address that other situation, that other experience that you had.
Yeah, what would you do? Yeah, if you were if you were working and you had a career that you absolutely loved, you're thriving in it, things are phenomenal, and you're doing extremely well, what questions or what would the other company have to make you leave, right? And that's the question. You need to start asking those kind of questions to the company when you're interviewing them, right? What would cause you to say, you know what, I appreciate it, I put in my 2 weeks and I'm going somewhere else.
Right, like why should I go over?
Why should I?
Yeah, why should I come to you?
Right, because it is a two-way street in your interviews. It's not this, and it may feel that way right now. It may feel one way, where they're just grilling you in questions. I'd like to ask the audience that. Does it feel that way? Does it feel like the interviewers right now are just grilling you? Or are your interviews conversational? Are you able to have dialogue inside of your conversations? I need you to tell me that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you about that.
Conor, what's some of your insight on that perception, that mentality?
Well, I think, Mark, that a lot of the job seekers, I mean, you get the Dear John letters or Dear Joan letters, and you're being told, no, you're a great candidate, but you're not the right one for us. So a lot of people are kind of mentally walking into the interview not feeling good about themselves. But you've got to walk into the interview, as I said, 12 foot tall and bulletproof. How do you do that? You do that, I think, by basically fooling the brain for a short period of time. And so when I talk about getting positive in, so you can get positive out. Positive in, positive out. And simple little things like part of the interview prep should be that you actually structure or schedule some time that I will read material that makes me feel good, or watch material that makes me feel good, or watch comedy or something like that makes me feel good. So I'm feeding just good stuff into the brain for a couple of hours before the event. All I've got to do for 45 minutes is be on stage, positive, upbeat, and with a good attitude. Once the interview is finished, maybe I can go back into a temporary funk again or something like that. But we're not going on too long. The one simple trick that does work, and I'd love to see your reaction now when I actually give this trick, is before the interview or before the telephone interview, Google pandas.
Pandas.
I love it. Panda, panda, panda. What?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right. So even before you've Googled it, you guys are laughing.
Yeah.
Right? The idea is if 2 minutes before the interview, you can find some way to get a natural laugh or a piece of something that'll make you feel good, that's going to show at the personal interview or even on the phone call. The interviewer will actually hear you smile.
That's awesome.
So Mark, I feel like you're thinking of a different kind of panda. I was just thinking of a panda. What kind of panda are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of pandas, but
because you got real excited.
He did.
I have toddlers, right?
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
so
you
guys,
did.
I have toddlers, and there's The Secret Life of Pets.
Okay.
Right, the movie, and there's the bunny, right? Who's Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
The voice of the bunny is Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And
oh wow,
he sings this song called Panda. It's like the rapper song it's Panda, but it's Kevin Hart.
Okay. All
And
right.
it's
So
the
you
bunny.
did think of a different panda.
So I did think of a different
I was
panda.
wondering
The
where
song
you were
Panda.
going. I was wondering.
You were thinking about that cartoon.
But also being Asian, I'm very familiar with pandas, and pandas are hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're absolutely hilarious, and that's what this is all about. And I do know that from the workshops that I do, when I mention this, I mean, there's been, I can remember 2 occasions in the last year when I mentioned this at workshops, and people kind of go, and then they laugh. But actually, on 2 separate workshops, 2 people, 1 person each workshop said, it works. I did it and it worked. And I told one of my friends to do it and he said it worked as well. It doesn't have to be pandas. Someone else said it could be little pet goats or something like that. But something that'll put a smile in your face just before the interview. Then you're walking into that interview, good body language, which the interviewer recognizes.
Love that. Yeah, it is mindset, guys. Your job search is so much mindset. Like, let's get some motivational videos, some motivational things fed into your spirit every single day. Like, it could be the first thing that you do in the morning to, like, get yourself up. Maybe it's like that Rocky Balboa, theme song, da-na-na-na-na, like something to get you jazzed up. You got to get pumped up. You got to get that mindset in the right place. Go to YouTube and just type in inspirational videos. Trust me, there's so much out there, and if you're not feeding your mind that, it's easy to get in a funk. It really is.
Yeah. Susan Straub says she's heard of this panda thing before. So apparently that's not just on this show.
Yeah, you got to do
I've been saying it for a number of years. I'm claiming credit for a gang.
When you think of pandas, it does make you show your teeth.
He's got the presidential gold medal, so I'm going to take his word for it.
Yeah.
That maybe he's proliferated that. That's come all the way down, right? to hey, we're still in the central U.S., so it very well likely could happen. I see there you're quite the Mark Twain fan. It looks like.
Yes, I've actually written 2 books on Mark Twain.
Excellent.
One of them is this one here behind me, Mark Twain, Suppose You Were an Idiot, Mark Twain on Politics and Politicians. And this other one over here is what Mark Twain can learn you about public speaking.
Yeah.
So I've written 2 books on him. He was a wonderful writer and social commentator as well. So it's just one of the other little activities I've got going on, as well as some of my other books.
Well, I guess to kind of relate the two, I mean, Mark Twain has a ton of great quotes, right, in quips that he has. I mean, just many quotes and quips that you can read about Mark Twain. He's just got full of knowledge and insight.
All right, Connor. Guys, we got to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and we're going to hear more from Connor. Excited.
At Waldorf University, we are committed to helping you discover a path to success. Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
Hello, my name is Joshua Davidson, and I am an operational leader with a background in managing clinical operations in a healthcare environment. I am passionate about leading, developing, communicating, and supporting cross-functional healthcare teams that provide exceptional patient-centered care. I enjoy organizing and directing operational processes while providing outstanding customer service and ensuring successful financial performance and compliance with all laws, regulations, policies, and procedures. I help companies increase patient satisfaction and reach enterprise goals by creating an environment of quality improvement. I am currently seeking challenging opportunities to add value to any healthcare organization, and I'm asking for your assistance in connecting with a company who can benefit from a highly skilled operations professional. Please comment in the sections below. Let's start a conversation.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. Let's give a very special shout out to Joshua Davidson on that Job Seeker commercial. Guys, make sure you tag him down below to let him know he was just featured on the Who You Know Job Networking Show. Great job, great commercial.
Great background.
Great background. So let's go ahead and make sure that if there are any opportunities that align with this skill set, that you go ahead and get him all squared away with an introduction, right? It's all about who you know.
It's all about who you know.
All right, so we are back, and we've got Conor Cunneen. And I know I've said it wrong 3 times. God, we got Conor in the house.
We give you a passing grade, Trevor, okay?
This is my trademark. Like, everybody knows I can't say names right.
Yeah, he's branded with that, Conor.
Yeah. But we got Conor in the house. And Conor, just to catch you guys up, if you're just tuning in with us, he's received the President's Gold Medal Award for volunteer service for job search, right, from Obama. Very cool. He's also an author of Chief Gab, Staying Sane, Motivated and Productive in Your Job Search.
There's Chief Gab right there.
Yeah, right there. There's the book in the background.
That's right.
Right there to the left of Conor.
He's hosted Job Talk Radio in Chicago. The guy does it all, so we're excited to have you back. Thank you, Conor. We appreciate you. I have a question for you. How did you get started? Where did your heart, start to fill to serve these job seekers? Where did it come from?
We started initially, Trevor. I came over from Ireland 20 years ago, so I've been working on my Chicago accent now for 20 years and nearly got it right, yeah? But after I was working with a company called Best Foods and then Unilever. Hellmann's Mayonnaise was the main brand that we had on the food side. I was VP of marketing. But after I was let go by them, I went into an outplacement organization for a couple of weeks. I saw how painful the whole job transition thing was for people. For me, it wasn't really a big problem because I was tired of corporate life at that stage, and I really wanted to do my own thing, which I've been doing ever since as a speaker, facilitator. But after a few weeks when I was over there, I saw just how depressing it was for some people. So I just suggested to the outplacement company, look, I'll do a brown bag lunch on how to stay sane and motivated during these tough times, thinking it would be a one-off. They came back to me after a day and they said, Conor, we want you to do it again and again. Then I got involved with the Community Career Centre, as it was at that stage, Career Networking Centre here in Naperville. Did a program there, went really well. And what I realised was the material that I had, I was able to connect well with people who were struggling, in pain, who were frustrated, etc. And it's just a real passion of mine now. I hate what, I'm going to use the U word again, unemployment does to people. That's why I try and say, you're not unemployed. We can help you when you're in job search, when you're in transition. But as you know, and Mark and Foster knows, it eats into people's souls.
Oh, it does.
And it just really hurts them. So I do a lot of keynote speaking. I got big clients, large tech companies as well. I get more job satisfaction when I hear one of the people I've been working with gets a job than when I get a check from IBM or Intel or someone like that.
All right, that's a mic drop moment. Yep. Whoop, there you go.
Drop it.
There you go. Let's get that. All right, y'all ready?
3.
Come on, Foster. Let's go. Whoop.
1.
Boom.
You got the gong sound.
Yeah. So that's totally aligned. Like I know Foster, Mark, like the same thing. We
Just
get
felt
more.
the need.
We get more from like when somebody lands that job and they send us the note saying, "Hey, this happened."
Yeah, we get all excited.
Oh my gosh, I think we get more excited than they do sometimes.
A lot of times because I get the chance to ride along with people through the job search.
Mm-hmm.
I get really, really excited when they call me and say, "Foster, something that we did actually worked." And man, it is time for donuts. So Conor, down here, we have job seekers that land jobs celebrate with donuts. We were doing this pre-COVID, and if you get a contract, which they're pretty often that people get contracts now, they bring donut holes because it's not a whole job. Oh my God, I can't believe Foster just said that.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, donut holes because it's not a whole job. You get a donut if you get that full time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got bacon donuts and stuff down here, man.
I think that there's a lot of times where people not sucked in maybe isn't the right word. They catch the passion, right, about helping in the job search network.
Yes.
Because I was going to use the term feel the need. Like when we went to Frisco Connect that first time and was at South Lake Focus Group, like you heard about the need, but you could feel it like in the
yeah.
room.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that hit me was like, man, there are a lot of people that need help. And then that reverse when somebody lands and the excitement there. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate though, because some of the groups, and this is what I'm trying to change. This is, guys, I'm going to tell you the mission I'm on. I'm here to change this, by the way, because there's so many support groups out there, but you walk in and the energy is exactly what he said. It like drains you. There's this like, you feel that need, and there's no energy in the room, and it feels like a dead room. It really does.
Yeah.
So my job and my mission, and I'm telling you, I'm here to do this for you, is to bring the energy back in that room, because you can't go to these groups and it's like, you just feel, You got to come out of that room feeling like you can accomplish the world and you can do this, and you can. So that's a mission I'm on, guys. We're going to create this. Hopefully when, with Stonebriar Community Church, when things, go back to the new normal, we can get that put together for you guys.
Guys, if you spend that time to get out amongst people, and this is what Trevor discovered in Mark as well when they came to Frisco Connect. But guys, when you get out amongst people, there's so many different ideas and people are willing to share. When you leave that room, it doesn't feel the same at the end of that meeting, because you pick up something that you say, hey, I'm going to try that.
Yeah, hopefully. You want to leave feeling empowered. That you've got all the tools. And that's what I try to do in our summits and all that. It's just hard to get that same vibe virtually, right? Are you doing virtual summits and workshops and things right now?
Yeah, I've actually got one tomorrow for a group of, it's the executive network group here in the Chicagoland area. And what I'm trying to do, Trevor, I completely understand what you're saying. I think there's a couple of issues about the lack of energy in some of the rooms. One is they're not real meetings. What they are is basically one person standing up, doing a bit of an elevator pitch. No one else is listening. And then another person stands up and does an elevator pitch, and no one else is really listening. There's no conversation or discussion going on. So that's one of the things I'm trying to encourage in our groups. Get arguments going even. Get a bit of passion in the room.
Yeah, right.
The other thing, and you love this now, I want to see your reaction when I tell you this as well. So I don't know if Owen is producing or others, but what I actually say to people is stop going to networking meetings.
Let me take my mic back. Hold on. Let me take my mic back. So I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, keep going on
I
that.
think I know where you're going with that, but
it's where basically I talk about the importance of reframing. Okay, people are tired of going to networking meetings.
Yeah,
however, if I reframe the meeting as I'm going to a business development meeting.
Okay. Yeah. Mindset.
Sales meeting. Because that's basically what it is. I'm trying to develop the business myself, or I'm trying to sell myself. If you go into a networking meeting, reframe it as I'm going to a business development meeting or a sales call, I do think you walk in with a different mindset. And this again is about reframing. This whole thing is a mind.
You know what? I like that. I'm giving you your mic back. All right. So, and here's why. All right. I'm giving it back because, like, I did a video on this the other day. One of the things that I want to do, I want to be like the Tony Robbins of job search, right? And what are those meetings? Those are business development, training, self-development. That's like I'm building myself. I'm arming and equipping myself, right? And that's what you're saying. That's the type of mindset that you need to have. Like those types of meetings, I promise you, when you leave those meetings, you feel like you can do anything, right? But if you say you're going to a networking meeting, it's like, I gotta like talk to people and like I gotta like pretend to care about someone else. And like I gotta like pretend like I'm actually interested to talk to a complete stranger and like,
What are I guess tied in with that, Connor, what are some of the ways that you find are effective in helping people continue, right? Because you get on cloud nine, right? And I call them seminar junkies, right? You get these people that come into the group and they get these aha moments and these ideas, but maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the line, you see them kind of start to start to falter, right? And they kind of get back in that funk. Do you have techniques or suggestions to keep going?
Well, I mean, there's quite a few, but basically it goes back to what you were all talking about, and Trevor mentioned as well there earlier. You gotta work on your motivation. And just because, I mean, I know that after I do a Sheafcat presentation or something else, people feel upbeat and positive about it. But that's going to last for 24, 48 hours. Now, hopefully they'll use some of the techniques consistently that I talk about. But you've got to find other ways to motivate yourself as well and recharge the batteries. And actually, one of the things that I do say, Mark, is that the most important thing any job seeker can structure in their day and in their week is time to recharge your battery. Do something to make yourself feel better each day or every couple of days.
So I love that. And you know, to your point about the word, you know, networking or networking meeting, for me, networking is about how you can add value in someone else, right? It's about, it's selfless, right? It's like, how can I help Mark? I got to figure out how I can help him. And if I go out of my way to help Mark, Mark is going to want to be a champion for me. It's a natural law of things. He's going to want to help me in return, okay? So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to help Mark, and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to help Foster, and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to help all these people around me. And what also that's going to do for me is it's going to elevate my mindset, and it's going to make me feel good. Because, you know, you did your good deed for the day, you helped people. Whenever you're giving of yourself, right, it feels good.
Yeah, it does.
It's like if you see somebody with a flat tire and you pull over and you help them, right? Mm-hmm. You feel good, right? You just do. If you donate money or you do, you're giving, you just feel good. It's you reap what you sow, and it's a natural law. It's in the Bible. So I think, for me, that's the definition of networking. It's about building value in others. And naturally what will happen is you're going to create a sales team of people out there that are your champions that are trying to help you back, right? That's networking to me.
I like that idea of business development, Connor. I like that a lot, because we as people through this entire network, we have not had to ask anybody really to go up to ask anybody to do anything. People have caught this spirit of what it is that we're doing, and all of a sudden they rise to the top and they start leading, and they have the whatever it is inside of them excites other people. I saw Mark and Trevor do that in our Frisco Connect group 4 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I love that group. I miss the in-person. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, I do.
Guys, quick shout out to the audience. How many of you, I'm just curious, that are tuning in right now are from Frisco Connect or have been to Frisco Connect? Put a hashtag Frisco Connect in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. I miss the in-person at the church and being able to really, get my arms around people, you know, and love on some people. So.
The elbow thing just don't get it done.
Yeah, the elbows and the Zoom calls.
Connor, where are you sending people that are in a job search in the Chicagoland area? What groups are you sending them to?
Well, we've got the Career Networking Center where I'm on the board. I'm actually a board director emeritus at this stage. At the PAP group that Fred Johnson runs here in the Naperville Live area is fantastic. Chicago Transition Center, downtown Chicago's got really good ones as well. And Paul Cameron, who we mentioned earlier, does some really good work. And he's got in my opinion, a real passion for it as well, like you guys have got also. So go to the people that you know that they can feel it in here kind of thing.
Yeah, Paul Cameron's great. He's been on the show. We're going to have him back on probably sometime around the new year.
There's a lady named Patty Bashy that is out in Phoenix that told me and connected me with Paul. We had him on this show. Everybody was able to see the magic that exists inside of Paul. And then I had him come and speak to one of our groups. And then he introduced me to Fred. And it just, this is the dynamic of, I'm not going to say network, the business development. I like that. Business development opportunity. What is it? Business development meetings?
See, we can't change the name of the show, Foster. Hold on. It's the Who You Know Business Development Show.
Business Development Show. I like that.
You like
Conor.
that?
Yeah.
I like that. That's got a good ringtone to it.
It's mentality is what we're dealing with. We've been doing it one way for a while. Can we improve on that? The answer is yes.
100%. Hey, Conor, it has absolutely been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here with us today and coming all the way from Ireland. Well, I don't know Ireland anymore, but
via Chicago. Via Chicago, yes.
Chicago,
yes.
Yeah.
I know how people are already connecting with you, I'm sure, on LinkedIn, but Conor, his name's up there. CONORCUNNEEN, is that correct?
Very good. Only one N in Conor. We couldn't afford two N's back in Ireland.
Oh, huh?
And so connect with Conor. He's got his book as well. And Chief Gab, real quick, where did Chief Gab come from?
Yeah, where'd Chief Gab come from?
Chief Gab is actually the acronym for the 8 building blocks to staying sane, motivated, and productive. I tell people it's the Irish word for do it or make it happen.
Just do it.
Oh, we got to throw Nike
It's Irish in the sense it was created by an Irish guy, by the way. That's what it is. Chief Gab, 8 building blocks.
There you go.
Beautiful. Conor, thank you so much.
Conor. Yeah,
always a pleasure. Appreciate you. We need to have you back on. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Been a pleasure, guys. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. You too.
Cheers. All right, guys. What did you think of Conor? He's got some cool ideas. I like. It's now the Who You Know Business Development Show. Okay, we did that today.
We'll see if that works. Yeah.
Also, what do you think of the pandas? Yeah, we got to get some pandas around here.
Panda.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the pandas?
We're going to get a hashtag panda in the comments section. All right, who do we got here with us? We got G. What's up, G?
Oh,
G made a good video.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, great video.
G is wonderful anyway. I met her when she and her husband were still up in Detroit. And I connected with G. And the next thing you know, she's here.
Yeah.
Hey, G.
Michelle, she says, great show. Chris, what's up, man? He says, awesome. Holly's got the laughing faces. I don't know what I did, but that's probably something I did.
We got another Irish woman, Ellen O'Brien.
Hey.
Oh, Ellen.
Yeah, Irma, Lisa, and of course, Mike Materian.
Yeah. So Jason Hopper, what's up? Hashtag Panda. Ellen O'Brien. We got Randall Basile. Did I say that right? With a Rudolph. I don't know what the Rudolph is for. Tell me what the Rudolph is for. The reindeer comment. That's
a lot of people hashtagging Panda. Jim Tipton, Jason.
Ellen,
Hopper.
I bet you we probably could get a live panda one day.
We got pandas showing up in here. This is what's up, y'all. I love you guys. Chandra Thomas, hashtag Panda.
Hey,
George
Chandra.
Pinion, what's up? What's going on?
Before we go, we didn't do this at the beginning, but be sure to share. Click on that little arrow, match that button, share it to your network, and tag. Tag somebody else that you know is in the search or that might benefit from this information.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people out there hurting. A lot of people out there struggling.
And you guys, please link in with us. This is our ministry. We say ministry. Guys, this is what our heart's about. We've been doing it. Well, oh my God, I've been doing it 20 years. But, guys, we have a whole team of people. We are not the only people across the United States who we've just found out that do this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is
a national ministry.
It is. It's amazing. And, part of why we started the show, Foster, was because we saw this ministry out there, but it was a little bit isolated. Like it was done in all the different
started.
All the different churches and things like that, but all the groups were kind of siloed off, right?
Yeah, they were.
And so the only thing really bringing them together was Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, Career DFW.
Career DFW, his website
was really kind of pulling it together.
Yeah. So we decided, hey, let's do this and let's bring those folks on so they can talk about what they're doing and get some, some exposure to. I mean, there's a lot of little groups that don't have much exposure at all.
That's right.
But they're doing great things.
Now, you guys just heard about why we have a career search network. Think about those 3 words.
Career Search Network, that's what it's all about.
And a business development network.
Business development meetings.
So it's the Who You Know Business Development Show. Guys, that's the show. It's all about
Who you know.
Bye.